99.5 The X.
Well, I am one lucky dude right now. I have the lovely Lzzy Hale right with me from Halestorm.
Yeah,
and
man.
I am ready for your set. Are
Oh,
you ready?
me too. It's funny. I get antsy and ready ridiculously early anymore because we're just stoked to be here, man. Especially something like this. Rebellion is one of our favorite festivals ever to do, and something we look forward to. So I've been like amped since like 10 a.m. Like way before I really should have been up. I was up and we were getting carted around, and I'm just pumped. So yeah.
So you're ready?
I'm ready. Yeah, we
You
could go
gotta
on
save
right
that.
now, but they won't let me. They won't let me
You're
go.
going on, what, 4? 4?
Yeah, so we still got a little bit of time.
Don't waste all that energy.
I know.
now.
I'm not going to make it.
By the way, the new album, absolutely amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
I was blown away. I listened to it. I was like, wow. I mean, because
Thank you.
you have a punk feel in the album.
Yeah,
You have. And there's I could dive into just
thanks,
sonically where you took this album. It's a bit of a departure, but really cool.
Thank you, man. Oh, we were super unapologetic about just putting everything out there, anything that made us tick, anything that got us excited. And in all honesty, we went into the studio with about maybe 8 songs kind of finished, and then wrote the rest of it while we were recording it. So to me, I can hear the hesitancy and the excitement in
That's part of its beauty.
And I don't think I've ever heard that in one of our records before. So we're proud of it.
Well, you're putting yourself a little more vulnerable.
A
with
little
that.
bit, yeah. You know what's funny? What I realized, just fan base wise, is that you can try to be mysterious and whatever and everything, but as soon as you start erring on the side of honesty, and you know what, I'm just gonna put it all out there. It almost seems like there's more bravery that goes into that, and it's you get so many people saying this is so encouraging to me. I'm like, really? Nice, that's awesome. So yeah.
Well, I mean,
Sweet.
Honestly, when looking
Be
at
yourself,
from an
kids.
yeah, exactly. And by the way, listen to "Dear Daughter."
Oh,
that song,
thank you.
was that part that just came as you were writing the album, or
Pretty much. I started the song. I'm kind of a cheeseball, and I write a lot of love ballads, unbeknownst to the band. And this was kind of one of them that I had in my back pocket, probably since last January. It spurred from a conversation I had with my mother, and my mom finally asked me after us being a band for 18 years and the Grammy and everything. She's like, "Did I do a good job?" Poor mom, like she's feeling insecure, and I'm like, "Mom, it's awesome." Like she was brave enough to let us do what we were doing. So, but anyway, so I'm like, "Do I show this to the guys? Do I show it to my label or whatever?"
I'm glad
So
you did.
ended up doing it. Just like it's a performance piece, just at a piano, and everyone was like, "We have to keep this on the record." So yeah, it worked out. Thank
well
you.
done. Cheers to you, because it's a beautiful song. It
Thank
is a
you.
ballad, and honestly,
It makes the moms cry. I've noticed.
In lieu of the interviews and all the weird questions you've been asked along the way, there was, I can't remember who you did the interview with, but they asked you about the double standard in rock and roll.
Oh yeah.
And your response was perfect, with sex and rock and roll go hand in hand.
Yeah, they do. And it's funny, it can go either way regardless of the gender. I think that's a generational thing where it's like, I remember in the 70s, well, I don't remember, but I'm a big fan of the 70s and 80s. And I remember back then, even the guys were sex symbols. And now guys are kind of scared to be that. I'm kind of, let's bring that back around, can we?
Why do you think that is?
But I don't know. I think through the 90s and everything, this kind of the whole grunge era, everyone kind of started taking themselves a little too seriously. No offense to the 90s era. I'm a child of the 90s. I'm just saying.
You're right.
The guys started getting a little shy, and then the girls kind of took over with the sex appeal, and now we're the only ones doing it. So guys, I challenge
You're
you,
saying
take
step
some
up.
shirts off, will
We
ya?
gotta step
We want to
up.
see some man nipple. Yes.
Speaking of which, I think Blando asked you in the first interview at the first Rebellion you were at.
Did he flash me?
No, he didn't
No,
flash
okay.
you. But speaking of the shy side of guys, he'd asked you how often you got hit on, and you said very rarely.
Pretty much. It's usually
Still the same case?
It's usually girls now.
Really?
Yeah. I actually signed the most boobs in the band put together. I hold the record, and I'm still working on it. Just keeping that title up. I signed a few boobs today at the Rebellion. We're doing good,
today?
right? I signed a bunch of boobs. It's
Signed
cool.
some boobs.
Makes me feel good about myself. It's fun.
That's wild.
Yeah.
And tonight, or actually tonight, 4 o'clock today, you're going to take the stage.
Yes.
And you guys are, I can't wait to see this album represented out there.
Oh, I hope you enjoy it. We're playing a lot of new tunes, and I don't know. We have such it's such a great time in our lives right now. We're just super happy and ready to go out there and kill it all over again. And we've been a four-piece for 12 years now, and still actually like each other. So yeah, it's going to be fun.
And which songs off the album are going to be in your set today?
We actually haven't made the set up yet. We do
wow.
that right before we go on.
Speaking of being vulnerable.
We literally, every single night we switch up the set. So we're probably going to do, obviously, Amen, Apocalyptic.
Hell
I
yeah.
think we're going to throw Scream in there, maybe The Reckoning, some of the new stuff. And then, of course, we got to do I Miss the Misery and I Get Off and all that good stuff. So, yeah.
That sounds like it all right
all
there.
the hits all the time.
Well, it is Lzzy Hale. Make sure, if you are not familiar with Halestorm, and if you're not, I don't know why, make sure you do check him out. Pick up the new album. Wrap it up with this. You got a punk influence in there. There's some electronic, almost European industrial influence in there. It's stripped down in a way where it's come into your own more so than I think you ever have.
Thank you so much.
I just appreciate you guys being brutally honest with yourselves and just putting it out there for us.
Oh, hey, no, anytime, man. I appreciate the acceptance, and I really appreciate the feedback because, you never know. You put these things out there, and they're a piece of you, and then you're like, I hope everyone likes it. We like it, but I don't know. So it means a lot. Thank you.
Well, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.